I know somebody's disappointed.
New alarm across the globe. Allies of the United States cannot rely on American promises, it seems. Bible prophet
towards Taiwan in an exercise that the self-ruled island has called a... Over the course of 4 days, starting last week, the People's Liberation Army flew fighter jets, bombers, and airborne early warning aircraft 149 times towards Taiwan, with the largest maneuver involving 52 jets at once. Taiwan and China split in 1949 amid civil war, with the then-ruling Nationalist Party fleeing to the island of Mao Zedong's communist swept power into the mainland. Since then, Taiwan has been self-ruled, but its sovereignty is denied by Beijing, which has refused to renounce the option of using force to bring the island under its control. We're now on week 3 on the
new alarm across the globe. Allies of the United States cannot rely on American promises, it seems. Bible prophet
just adding 194,000 jobs in September, far lower than what economists had predicted, despite the unemployment rate falling from 5.2% to 4.8%.
We still have this issue where people aren't coming back into the labor force.
Employment in leisure and hospitality went up by 74,000 last month. Retail, trade, and transportation also saw bumps by 56,000 and 47,000 respectively. But employment in public education went down, some pointing to the Delta variant, saying the surge in coronavirus cases is to blame for the hiring slowdown in several industries.
The more people we get vaccinated, the more ability we have to make people feel that they're safe in the job site.
Friday's report is the first since the $300 weekly federal unemployment benefits ended on September 6th. Many Republicans say the benefit discouraged people from looking for work. The administration is sticking to its economic plan, saying a full recovery will take time.
There's no question about it. We have work to do.
But Republicans say adding a multi-trillion-dollar social spending and climate package that Democrats are working on will only make the economy worse.
The amount of money the Democrats are spending is staggering, and the inflation is not going to slow down. It is getting worse and worse and worse out there.
This Friday, the agency announced it is ending its contract in the Laredo, Texas region and the Rio Grande Valley sector. Instead, the DHS says it will begin environmental planning. They say it will not involve construction of new border barrier or permanent land acquisition. The announcement will have no impact on previously approved remediation projects currently underway in the area. Snagged the massive pipeline off Huntington Beach, but that may have not actually fractured the pipe. Captain Jason Neubauer said other ships may have struck the pipe later, which was dragged along the sea floor and spewed oil last weekend from a slender crack. On the southern border, the
police report the investigation would include any questions about the management of the facility, but they did not say whether they were aware of any significant problems leading up to the shooting. Local officials say the focus is now on helping the roughly 89 residents of the facility who were displaced.
They too had problems with their child's bus route and needed help.
A little girl almost made me cry yesterday because she cried because she missed what I think they said she missed almost a week. If I'm not mistaken, they said a week of school just due to transportation. And she cried because she was so happy to go to school.
On the first day, he took 25 kids to school. The next day, he helped another 42 with a ride. Parents say this has been a blessing in disguise, but they hope the school district will fix the problem.
Well, the unimpressive conditions during the pandemic, many economists are pointing to the rise of the Delta variant as a major issue for companies, and some also argue that more government assistance is creating problems for the labor market. Fox's Madeline Rivera has a closer look now from Washington.
With just 194,000 jobs added, the September jobs report missed economists' projections of 500,000. But President Biden sees progress.
The unemployment rate down to 4.8%, a significant improvement from when I took office.
Many private industries, including leisure and hospitality, retail, trade, and transportation, added more jobs. However, hiring in public education dropped over the month. Tamika Jacobs, assistant manager of Praline Bakery in Washington, Washington, D.C. says their problem is keeping workers.
It's been a challenge just kind of stopping the turnover from being so rough, just keeping people there and keeping people satisfied.
Some economic analysts believe the road to full recovery will be bumpy as concerns over COVID-19 and supply constraints continue. Still, there is optimism as the number of coronavirus cases fall.
There will never be a better time to look for a job than right now.
Democrats say the jobs report reflects the need to pass the president's domestic agenda to protect families' financial security. Republicans argue their multi-trillion-dollar social spending plan will create more government dependency.
All of these welfare payments are basically paying people not to work.
Jacobs is hopeful the labor market will improve, though it may take some time.
We in this for a long haul.
All eyes are on the Federal Reserve to see if they'll continue with their plans to withdraw some economic support later this year after this disappointing jobs report. In Washington, Bala Rivera, Fox News.
Well, zip my bick. Change of plans. When I read into it, it appeared to be a paid event over there at Olympic Park. So I decided to come down here to the art show, arts fair. All them snaking up around yonder, down through here, y'all got art for sale. And we got a small stage set up back over yonder under the trees. So I'll get some music. Puddle jumper. Got a transfer line, needs a little bit of clearing off. Ponce Leon, Bonaventure. I know somebody's disappointed.